I already have regrets. I have the one chip challenge because I've had a few beers and I'm ready to make some bad decisions. I forgot I had this. I got it at the 7-Eleven like months ago, and I was going to do something for the podcast with my boy Jared for the Console Kingdom, and probably eating incredibly spicy things is not a fantastic idea for him right now. So I decided I would do something for risky business with the one chip challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat this, and then I'm going to try to beat Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's the plan. We'll see how that goes. If you're unfamiliar with the one chip challenge, then why did you click on this video? But it's a very, very spicy chip. It's one chip. It's very spicy. It's got a Carolina Reaper dust on it, so there's a shocking amount of documentation involved. Here are the rules. I have to eat the entire chip, the whole chip. This is that's the chip. It's in there. I have to prove it. Gotta show my tongue. Wait as long as possible before eating or drinking anything. And post my reaction on social media, which I'll do. This is the 2022 One Chip Challenge, which apparently is more extreme than the previous One Chip Challenges. It's a whole lot of, like, oh, are you salty spittoon business.
Welcome to the Salty Spittoon. How tough are you?
Pretty much the only way I can taste anything is if it has at least 6 chili peppers next to it on a menu.
Step 1, tongue takeover. Step 2, shock the senses. Step 3, surge of tears. Step 4, jolt to the gut. Step 5, voltage overload. This is going to overload my voltage. It's got a manual. So if I only can last 1 minute before eating or drinking, I am powerless. If I can last 10 minutes, I am powerful. 30 minutes, supercharged. And if I can manage to go an hour without eating or drinking anything, then I am, per Paqui, I am invincible. And then they just want to sell you their other chips. The chips are good, by the way. I've had like their ghost pepper chips. They're actually really good. A little crush to the challenge. Little bragging rights scenario. I'm going to have some water now so that I don't, I don't even like football. Anyway, here's the chip. The smell is, I took a little lick. Smell is something else. It does not smell appetizing, like at all. I eat the whole chip. All right. I already have regrets. I have to work in the morning. This does not taste good, you guys. Hot, but not good. All right. So, work on it. Yeah. I'm trying the game. I don't feel good about this at all. The time is 10:18 p.m. I'm already desperate for water. It's only the beginning. All right. Ooh. Here come the hiccups. Oh boy. It's not looking good. All right. Whew. Maybe the game will distract me a little bit. See, I forgot. I even had the chip. I was watching YouTube videos. That reminded me. Oh boy. This is not easy. Oof. Whew. I'm gonna be on the toilet later. All right. Whew. I'm starting to feel like I can handle it. It's been 1 minute. Ooh. This is not good. Whew. I have water. My tongue is stinging. Ooh. Whew. So if you were tricked into watching this by the One Chip, my channel is Risky Business. Retro gaming content, mostly documentary style videos. Oh my god. The hiccups, dude. And the burps. For reasons. Oh boy. 3 minutes. We're at 3 minutes. I am dying for water. Oh my god. Wow, I'm powerless. Can I make it to 10 minutes and be powerful? Whew. All right. Pit and Honda. Oof. Holy crap. Ooh. All right, don't think about it. Ooh. This guy, you can make him see stars real easy, and there are a few ways to make him go down quick, so. Ugh. Like this. If you time it just right, which I can't. Ooh. Oh, I'm reaching for that water. Whew. So I'm not sweating yet. Now I am, like, very used to I am very used to spicy food because I eat very spicy food all the time. I like Indian food. And back in like early 2000s, my friend Dan got me into Indian food. And I would go there and I would order the curry and I would ask them to make it spicy as they can make it. And the options were, you want it, you know, American hot or Indian hot. And I would tell the guy Indian hot and I'd be sweating, right? Right now I'm not sweating, so that's something, right? All right, down from Echo 1, let's go. Ooh, Jesus. Whew. Trying not to feel the stinging on my lips. Ugh. Oh, am I doing this to myself? So, if you're only here because of the spicy thing, look at my channel. Tons of documentary style, retro gaming content. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Master System, PlayStation. Whew, no water yet. We went down to 10. Good. I have vanilla ice cream in the freezer. That's going to be soon. Oh, why did I do this? Oh, boy. For those unfamiliar, King Hippo definitely kind of stopped us in our tracks as kids, but once you read that one issue of Nintendo Power and learned the secret, easy peasy. Whew. Whew. Now, I probably look pretty pale right now, and you might be thinking, oh, this guy's getting sick. I'm not. I'm just pale. I don't go in the sun, because the sun is terrible. Whew. I don't like the beach. Because on a sunny day, you go to the beach to where the sun is, and then you sit under an umbrella to hide from the sun that you went to go to where it is. Whew. I can hide from the sun right here in my house. That's why I pay rent. I've never been great at getting the start from him here. But here it's easy. Oh. And they didn't like pay me to plug them or whatever. I just went there today with my son. I thought it was great. Because I don't have a lot of space for all the retro stuff. I wish I did. The experience of playing a Nintendo game on the original hardware on a CRT is really something these days. And that is how you avoid altogether his special move, which even his special move is not that big a deal. Like, a lot of people still to this day will be like, oh, I can't deal with Great Tiger and his spinning punch. All you gotta do is just block. Just block. Like, I take Muay Thai classes just for exercise, and, like, I'll just sit there like this because, I mean, I'm a big guy. It's hard for me to move my head around and stuff. If I just sit here like this, like, yeah, you're going to punch me, but you hurt my arms, not my head, so it's good. It's all right. And then some 20-year-old guy half my size beats my ass because I'm, you know, old and fat and can't move that well. All right. I hit the 10-minute mark, and I feel strong. I do. I feel strong. I feel like I could go another... Like I'm acclimating. Like I'm getting used to the feeling of the spicy. See, what's hard about Ball Bull is once you hit him with one star punch, like you're not going to do it again. He threw off my rhythm. This is usually kind of where I start getting challenged a little bit because Ball Bull will throw your rhythm off a little more than the other guys up to this point. Alright, so I'm 10 minutes in, and I definitely do feel the burn, but, like, it's starting to get comfortable, like, it's starting to get familiar. Oh, I am having trouble concentrating. Like, you ever had a pain, and after a little while, you kind of get used to it, and you're like, alright, this is familiar now. Like, yeah, it's unpleasant. Like, I'm 41 years old. Like, my back hurts. My back hurts most of the time, but, like... I'm used to it. Yeah, if I can't focus enough to interrupt the bull charge, you know I'm hurting, because I am a master when it comes to the bull charge. I should slow it down a little bit. I should not expect high-level play from myself right now. I got him. It sucks that I missed the first time. I never miss that. But now we're close enough to the end of the round that... Oh, tongue. So they know a Paqui. Anyway. I probably won't get him, but... Yeah, see, I can't really... I'm not going to be able to get the TKO. Alright. Alright. So guess what? I beat 10 minutes on Powerful, right? But I'm feeling good now. Like, I'm used to the sting. I'm used to the burn. And I feel like I can make it to 30 minutes. So we're going to go for it. We're going to go for 30 minutes. And if I still feel pretty good after the 30 minutes, then we'll go for an hour. I'm starting to feel really good, though. I'm feeling positive about this experience. I don't know why I bothered getting the stars, because you can't use them on him right now. Maybe on the uppercut I'll try, but I doubt it. No. I should have known. You know what? I always like kind of hold that hope that I'll be able to get him from the uppercut, and then I always get hit with a second uppercut like I haven't been here before. I'm really just much better off dodging the punches and firing back. Oh boy. That's 2 knockdowns, right? So I'm in trouble. Oh, what the f? Come on, get up! Get up, Mac! What? 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 That is unacceptable. I am disappointed with myself. Ranked down, so I gotta beat Tiger again. Oh, man. Alright, the Paqui One Chip. Whew. Alright. So I'm just going to take it easy, right? Oh, there we go. See, in the beginning there, you can get him when the jewel in the turban blinks, but my timing is just not that great, so I usually don't get it. Can't believe I lost to Bald Bull. That's shameful. Between the mouth burning and the talking, I'm kind of getting lost a little bit in the shuffle. But we'll take this guy down and then, you know, figure it out from there. There we go. All right, we got him on easy mode again, with 30 seconds to spare. Can I move my? Because you probably want to see the time, right? There. I don't know if that happened in real time or not. All right, this is shameful that I have to go through this, but we'll take on Bald Bull. All right. So I'm at 15 minutes now, and I feel good. Like, my mouth is burning, my lips are burning, but like I'm capable of maintaining my composure. So that's. I feel like the worst is over. Someone out there right now is like, "Oh, is that what you think?" Someone who's done this before is like, "Oh, you think so? Yeah, that's what you think." You can deal with those straight punches in a number of ways. I usually just dodge them. It's just less work. It's tricky with him. I didn't realize I got knocked down twice in the first round last time. I didn't think I did. I really didn't think I did. I was sure it was only once. I'm going to watch this back. So I'm playing it as safe as possible right now. Just to keep it loose and easy. It's always a little annoying when he does that when he has very little health left, because, you know, like, what am I really getting away with? But alright, so no knockdowns so far. I think I got hit once. So other than that, it's been a perfect round. I'm keeping my composure. I am capable of maintaining that, right? And we got the TKO on the first round. Alright, so I'm back. I am back to my... I'm back to myself. I ordered some takeout, and I want to make sure the lights were on the porch. Alright. I don't know. What is this telling me? I don't know. I hope this video comes out good. My OBS is being weird. So you probably hear like no game audio at all right now. Yeah. So you hear a little bit of it. I'll probably edit that a little bit and try to like bring it up, but this part's always boring. It reminds. Alright, piston out of the 2. So here he like messes with you a little bit more like with the rhythm. So you can get him all 3 times on the blink, but it's really hard to do. And because my concentration is a little off right now, I probably shouldn't. Because yeah, like I don't usually get beaten up by this guy, so here, we'll just dodge. Wow, that timing was way off. You ready? 1, 2, 3, and with the right, nah. Yeah, it's hard to get him with those. When I'm completely focused and my mouse is not on fire, I can usually do it. But yeah, I usually get him with that punch there too. Like, wow, yeah, this is hard to do with your mouth on fire. Left? No. I think it's easier if you block. Oh, he tries to be tricky. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, but I got him down to a sliver of health, so that's good. That's a good thing. I didn't get knocked down, did I? I don't think I did. So it's funny, like, I don't normally watch boxing. Sometimes I do, but not really all that frequently. But I do like boxing, and I take kickboxing classes just for fun, and I think boxing's pretty cool, but yeah, I don't really usually watch it. There's too much of it, I think. Also, you have to pay extra. You have to, like, buy Showtime or whatever. Let me try blocking these. And then just throw the... Yeah, that works a lot better. Man, did I forget something there? Am I supposed to punch him in the face when he does that? I'm supposed to punch him in the face, aren't I? Did I forget? Oh, he's thrown off my rhythm again. You're throwing off my groove. Like that. Ah, finally got him. Jeez. Hey, you know I'm sucking wind over here. Oof. So, like, my mouth is still on fire, but, and, like, my sinuses are clearing, which is good because I've been a little congested lately. And my lips are burning, but, like, I'm okay. I'm starting to feel it in my stomach a little bit. And that's going to become a problem in a few hours when I'm trying to sleep. Because clearly I decided to make bad decisions tonight. Alright, he Soda Popinski, known in Japan as Vodka Drunkensky. He's throwing his little hook punches here. I'm waiting on the big uppercut. Y'all know the trick. Kind of anticipating the big uppercut. Here we go. Y'all know this trick, but the thing about this trick is that sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I think it depends which version of this game you have. There's like multiple versions of this game. And I'm not just talking about, you know, like the Mike Tyson's Punch-Out versus the Mr. Dream version. I'm talking like there were multiple revisions. Like even before Mike Tyson, you know, backed out of the deal or whatever. So if I really want to be smart here, what I'll do is I'll leave him with... Yeah, there we go. What I'll do is I'll, you know, beat him up just until he's almost knocked down. And then I'll get him down 3 times in this round. What can be frustrating about like taking, you know, kickboxing lessons and stuff is that, you know, you're sparring with other people. I'll be sparring with a younger guy half my size, and he's much quicker than I am. But, you know, I can't, like, I mean, we're not like fighting, right? So, you know, you can't punch each other with full power. But it's like, you know, yeah, sure, you can probably beat me, but like, I only have to punch you 1 time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm twice your size. If I do hit you in the jaw, like, that's it. It's over. But you can't really put that to the test that much, right? But anyway, it's much better to go into those things with no ego anyway. I'm in my 40s. I'm, you know, sparring with kids that are half my age. They're going to be quicker and in better shape. But it's good to have something to do for exercise, right? Got to keep ourselves active somehow, especially when you're old and fat and out of shape like I am. All right, so that's it. He's down. So, yeah, I used to have the hardest time with him when I was a kid, but he's actually now it's not a problem. Now it's pretty easy. That I take out. Order some dumplings because fat. Yeah, so Ball Bowl 2. It's a little more complicated here. Here, ready? Yeah, so you can't surprise him for the star there. He's onto that trick now. But he does give up stars on purpose because you can't knock him down unless you have a star. Which makes the fight a lot more tricky. And he throws off your rhythm more. So you lose that star pretty quick too. Alright, on the next one I'm going to hit him with the star punch. There we go. He also has like a half as long bull charge. Okay, so honestly, I feel fine right now. The one chip challenge is not bothering me like at all. He always gives you a freebie when he gets up. Like, yeah, like my mouth is hot, and I can feel my stomach a little bit, but like I've been here before. This is not that bad. Like I said, I used to eat Indian food. I would get the hottest they had, and I've been to like quite a few Indian restaurants since then, and nothing has come close to the heat of that place. And that place is now closed, which makes me very sad sometimes. But Indian food is wonderful. Oh, I could have had it. I could have had it right there, but I got distracted. It's and I've done the whole, you know, eating the spiciest thing you imaginably can just to see if you can do it or not deal quite a few times. My friend Nick, he put it the best way. He said, "You'll never find happiness as a thrill seeker of chili." And I think he was, I think he hit the nail on the head. There we go. Hit the nail on the head with that one. That was, you know, you're never gonna find that final like, yes, I am the chili king. And if you do, you're gonna be like, why did I care so much about being the chili king? It was a stupid thing to be after. Because now I'm just a guy with a stomach ache. Was that 1 or 2 for this round? That was 1, right? So if you're like me and you're out there at Indian restaurants and saying to yourself, "Ooh, hey, this spicy stuff. This is good stuff." Maybe like rethink some of your life choices that have led you to be where you are. Actually, I got a fun story. I was at this Japanese place, great place, where they do all you can eat, right? And it's all you can eat, grill or soup, and it's like you grill it at the table. It's one of those kind of places. So it's kind of like a Korean barbecue, but it's Japanese style. But I got the spicy soup. I got the spicy soup. And I was drinking the broth, right? And they give you like a whole bunch of extra broth. Like they'll give you as much food as you'll eat. And they give you a whole bunch of extra broth, and they'll come in like fill up your soup again. Like they're like, "You want more broth? Have more broth." And I drank quite a bit of the broth. And the waiter, the kid, you know, he's like a college kid, young guy. He came back and he's like, he saw me drinking the broth, and he's like, "You're drinking the broth?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's good. I'm drinking the broth." He was like, "I don't even drink that broth." And he was like amazed that I was drinking the broth. So that should tell you a little bit something about, you know, how I am with spicy food. This fight's always annoying. The best trick I have for this fight is to get his life bar down as low as possible. Like right now, I'm gonna try to get his life bar down as low as possible, but I'm not really getting there in time. So that I can get 3 knockdowns in the second round, and if I can do that, then I'll win. But it's not easy. So what are we at? Oh, I think I'm over a half hour now. Yeah, I'm supercharged at this point, right? Because it is at 10:48. I'll be officially supercharged. So that's in 1 minute. All right, so I got 1 knockdown at 35 seconds. If I can get 2 more knockdowns in this round, I can get him down. And the trick to doing that is to be super aggressive and keep on hitting him, even though he's blocking. Yeah, he's going to come again and ask you to hit him. So you do. You hit him. You be as quick as you can. And then, you know, you wait out this little fatigue thing, but you gotta be aggressive. You don't wait for him, because if you wait for him, you're gonna be waiting all day. You gotta keep swinging. All right, so 1 minute and 37, and I got 2 knockdowns, which is really good. I may be able to get a 3rd knockdown before the end of the round, but whether I do or not, I pretty much got this one in the bag. Because in order to defeat him by decision at the end of the 3rd round, you need 5,000 points. I've got 4,000 right now. You get 1,000 for a knockdown. So even if I knock him down one more time in the 3rd round, I'll still win. But it's looking pretty good that I'll get a knockdown right here. He's got very little health left. And I've got quite a bit of time, so. Oh. That's the sort of screw-up that's going to cost you the match. Little Mac. When you're talking instead of fighting. There you go. All right. So checking in here on the Paqui, I have defeated the 30-minute supercharged portion of the challenge. So yeah, let's go for an hour. Let's go for an hour. All right, this is usually where it falls apart for me, Mr. Sandman. He is... The timing is so tricky for him. And ever since I was a kid, I always had problems with it. So he starts out with these jabs. You can actually just do this the whole time. It's actually probably easier. Like, I could pop up and hit him, but... just easier to block him. And then... About a minute in, he's going to start going for the hooks. So he's going for the hooks, right? But instead of waiting for him... Oh, I screwed it up already. This is going to cost me. Alright, watch this. So instead of waiting for him, I'm going to punch at him. And then he's going to punch me back. There we go. One to the face, and then you follow up to the belly. You work the body. You work the body, Mac. And those uppercuts always throw me off. Alright, I think I finally got the rhythm, but I already ate 2 knockdowns here, so it's probably... Alright, and then I'm going to keep him... Ah! I was going to keep him at low health into the second round, but damn it. Alright. Alright, here's the rematch. This is my last chance. My last chance to make it right. Alright. I first played this game on the NES, like, way back. I mean, like, 1990, you know, back when it came out, probably. I think I rented it a couple times from the local video store. I don't think I ever owned a copy of the cartridge up until recently. Trying to get that advantage now. Alright, here they go. Here it comes. Yeah! There we go. That's how you do it. Alright. I got the timing on the uppercuts. So yeah, I gotta tell you, with the one chip challenge, the first 10 minutes were the hardest. I feel fine now. Same idea, right? Don't knock him down. All right, this is looking really good. So in 16 minutes, I will have hit the hour for the one chip challenge. It's nothing. So I'm gonna have to ask the guys at Paqui to step it up. In my sleep, I could do this challenge. The first 10 minutes were the hardest. After that, it's been smooth sailing. All right, here it goes. Ready? 1. I messed up the timing. Crap. But that's all right, though, because I got 1 knockdown already, right? I can come back from that. You can come back, Mac. You're gonna eat lightning and crap thunder. I know anyone watching this video has definitely seen Rocky, right? Like, classic movie right there. All right, I got him twice with the uppercut dodge. All right, yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. The real challenge then is going to be Mr. Dream. Mr. Dream can be really annoying just because of the controls. Because in order to defeat his hurricane punch, son of a bitch. In order to defeat his hurricane punch, you have to duck. And to duck in this game, you have to double tap down, which is significantly more difficult than you might think. Although it's starting to look like Mr. Sandman might have my number. Whew. Oh, sigh of relief. Got Mr. Sandman. That was not easy. And I can't blame the Paqui Chip for that. Mr. Sandman's always been challenging for me. But yeah, the ducking the punch, the hurricane punch, whatever he calls it, is the hardest part here. Super Macho Man's supposed to be like basically a satire of Americans. This is what we're all like. We're all vain and muscular. Eating McDonald's and flexing our pecs. Something don't add up about that. Alright, anyway. See, his timing from the word go is kinda rough, right? And you got me. That dodge is very precise. You gotta get on that exact frame. All right, one Super Macho Super Knockdown in the books. Am I going to make it to Mike Tyson? See, I screwed it up. Son of a gun. Ooh. And that's it. That's 3 knockdowns. So I did not beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out today during the One Chip Challenge, but I still have some time, so maybe I can queue up something else. I mean, the logical thing would be to queue up Super Punch-Out, right? Right? Should we queue up Super Punch-Out? Let's do that. Because we've still got some time left. And Super Punch-Out's a wonderful game. I mean, it's not quite as amazing as the original Punch-Out. And I did a video on the channel, which I'm sure I put a card to a few times by now for that game. But here we go. Where's the... Here we go. Yeah. I'm sure I put that link. But anyway. A great video about Punch-Out on the channel. So, I mean, I have, obviously, the you know... the game here, but we're going to start a new one. We're going to say new game, and we're going to call it One Chip. You know, we're going to try and see how far I can get in this game, because I still have to beat the challenge and be awarded the what is it? Invincible. If I want to be invincible, I gotta get to, what is it? It's 10:58 now. I think, was it 10:08 or 10:18? I think it's 10:18. Yeah. So I gotta survive 20 more minutes. So let's do that. Let's do 20 more minutes, and I'll play Super Punch-Out and see if we can make it 20 minutes. Super Punch-Out. Now this one, I'm nowhere near as well versed in this one. So apparently there's a way to make each character dizzy. I'm not familiar with all of them, but if you can make the characters dizzy, it makes it like really easy to beat them incredibly fast. I don't know the trick to make everybody dizzy, so I'm just gonna kind of old school it. Gabby J is not very strong, obviously. He's the Glass Joe of this game, you know. He says, come on, and then you hit him, and then, yeah, it goes away. And then that's it. We'll see what my record time is. I probably beat him faster than that before. I'm probably just going to upload this without edits. I don't think I really need to edit it that much. It's probably fine. Can you hear the game at all? Probably not. Yeah, I beat him faster than that. Yeah, let me turn the game up a little bit so you can hear it. Yeah, that's probably better. Like right over there. I want it to be audible, but I don't want it to be louder than my voice. Hold on one second. I hope this is entertaining. So, if you haven't checked out the channel yet, I got some cool stuff coming, man. I'm doing my kitchen belly. I got some cool stuff coming. I'm going to be doing these storytime videos. I'm really excited about these. I already have one script written and recorded. I just have to edit the video. It's all about like games that I played growing up and sort of the context of how those games, you know, like affected my life or what was going on in my life at the time that I played the games and why they were important to me. And I feel like it's something that's going to be a lot of fun to talk about. And I think it's something that people are going to enjoy because you'll get a little bit of a slice of life from me, right? Like you'll learn a little bit more about who I am and why these old video games are so important to me. Because I know, look, I'm a middle-aged man. And to some people, it probably seems really silly that I'm so preoccupied with these old games. But these were such a big part of my life growing up. It's really hard to imagine me existing without them in my life in some capacity. These were for me, these games for me weren't just a pastime and something to do for fun, but they were a way of escaping the harsher realities of life, you know? A lot of times when you're young and you were like I was growing up real awkward and had a hard time getting along with other kids, video games were this safe place I could go. Nobody, you know, nobody could hurt me, you know, in a video game. Sure, like the bad guys on screen try to hurt you, but it's only pretend. And you always get to win in the end, even if you lose. If you make a little progress, you get a little bit better. You can come out saying, you know, feeling like you've won. And I think there's a certain kind of magic in video games, especially for kids like me who had a hard time growing up and needed a little bit of refuge. So a good opportunity here to learn a little bit more about me. You know, I'm 41. I've been playing video games since the NES. I had the NES, the Super Nintendo. From there, when I was a teenager, I wound up with the PlayStation and the PS2. And then after that, I pretty much started using the PC as my exclusive gaming platform. Just because I figured if I was going to spend the kind of prices they were asking for consoles at that point, I may as well at least have something I could use for other purposes too. So it kind of got into, to PC as the main, you know, the main driver. I do have a PS4. My son has a Switch, which I think is fantastic, but I do most of my gaming on the PC. That's just where I landed in my life. You know, if your preference is different, that's fine. I know everyone likes to kind of do the whole console war thing, which is silly. Whatever you're happy with, whatever brings you joy, just play that. You know, I mean, I can sit on my couch and play games because my smart TV has the Steam Link app. I mean, I can do pretty much anything a console can do with my PC, so I'm happy. I was always real awkward growing up. I always had a hard time getting along with other kids, and I learned only, you know, a few years ago that I had grown up with undiagnosed ADHD, which doesn't sound like probably all that big a deal to a lot of people, but when you are struggling your whole life figuring out why things that are so easy for other people are so hard for you, in spite of the fact that you do very well on your, you know, schoolwork and get good grades and everything, you know, that was kind of a big wake-up call for me of like, hey, this is it. This is the reason why you've had so much trouble for so long in your life. Because you're wired wrong. It explained a lot of things. And what's great about it is it helps me understand, you know, what I need to do to make my life work better for me. And that's a huge thing to be able to accomplish. But the way that that ties back into video games is that for people with ADHD, and also on kind of a similar Venn diagram almost, autism spectrum disorder, very, very gravitated toward video games. They're very stimulating. It's something that gives us what our brain is searching for, right? It gives us that stimulation that our brain is searching for. But like I said, it also serves us as a way of getting outside of the more difficult challenges we're facing in our lives because of what we're dealing with. I had other problems growing up too, apart from ADHD. I mean, to say all my problems in life have been caused exclusively by my undiagnosed ADHD would be disingenuous at best. I had a lot of other things I had to deal with. But, video games were the one consistent thing for me that was always my way out. Even when, I was a teenager and I had a group of friends, I started fitting in and socializing more. I still had some problems with, socializing the way other kids did. So yeah, like I could get into more social situations, but I still had a little bit of difficulty in certain situations where I was uncomfortable, where other kids were a lot more comfortable, and I'd be in the situations, I'd put myself in there, but I didn't feel like I belonged there. So then, of course, I always had the opportunity later on to go and sort of retreat to the video games. And other things too, heartbreak, whenever I dealt with that, had a young lady who decided to move on, I always had some way to comfort myself, and that usually involved playing some kind of video game. So it's a comfort thing. Provided me with a lot of things. Obviously entertainment, but so much more than just entertainment. And while this might not be the greatest example of it, also stories. Stories are so important to me. I've always loved stories growing up. And I love stories today as much as I ever have. And I love stories in all forms. So there are stories that you can listen to. There's podcasts and there's audiobooks. There's stories you can read. There are books. I've got a stack of books from the library on my nightstand right now. There's stories we watch on television, with movies and I was quite the streaming junkie for a while, where I would just look at whatever was on the streaming services I had available and watch stuff that most people probably wouldn't even think twice about, but it seemed interesting to me because I just love stories that much. So that's a big thing too, stories, And some of the stories that were told in video games, I'd say today even rival or surpass a lot of the stories we see in television or in Hollywood. It hasn't always been that way, but if you even look back at, role-playing games, which I was really heavily into, role-playing games especially were a massive and incredible way of telling stories. And I think the entire video game industry at some point sort of took took some notes, from the role-playing game community, because now a lot of video games have so many elements of storytelling that come from role-playing games. It's really actually quite incredible. So how long has it been since I ate the chip? I think I ate the chip at 10:18. It's now 11:08. Now I am sweating, although I should say my heat is on in the house. It's winter, it's December, it's cold, and I am wearing a sweatshirt which has a small hole in it, which makes me sad because my Batman sweatshirt and I love it. But it's pretty hot. I'm pretty hot right now, so I'm sweating. My mouth is still a little bit numb. My lips sting a little still. I feel it in my stomach a little bit, but I'm mostly okay. Like, it's not that bad. So I'm kind of a little like, I don't want to say disappointed, right? Because like I don't want my entire life being on fire, but I was expecting the one chip to be a little bit more intense than it turned out to be. So maybe the folks at Paqui need to kick it up a notch next year and bring us a chip that will make even a guy like me suffer. Other than being slightly distracted when I was fighting Bald Bull, the effects aren't that noticeable. I'm a little sweaty right now, but I'm not sure if that's because of the chip or just because it's getting a little warmer in here now. Between the heater and the sweatshirt and all that. I've definitely beaten him faster than this before. I got a new best time with Dragon Chan there, which is cool. What is 11:10? So in 8 minutes, I will have defeated the 1 hour challenge, and then I'll wrap up the video at that point. Just once I got the 1 hour challenge down. I appreciate anybody who's been hanging out with me thus far. I don't know how many people wanted to sit here and, you know, watch a middle-aged dad play Nintendo games while sweating out a spicy chip, but if you did, I appreciate it, man. So, you know, help me out, though. Pop over my other videos and all that stuff. You know, like, subscribe, comment. You know the deal. All that stuff helps me out. You know, this is a hobby for me. It's part-time. Like, I produce a video a month most of the time. Every once in a while, I might get a few more than that. I did the whole thing for a while where I was trying to get a video out every single week. Because, you know, every, like, YouTube expert tells you, oh, you have to have a video out. It's got a consistent schedule, once a week. There's been absolutely no difference in how many views and my watch time. Like, it's affected absolutely nothing. So I think that only really matters if you've already got a following and you're trying to grow a large following, you know, into a larger following. Then I think it matters. But for somebody like me who's got a very small following and, you know, is doing this whole thing part-time, I don't think it really makes a difference. Little trick on this game: if you mash Y and B while your opponent is down on the mat, you get a little life back, kind of like the select trick in the original Punch-Out, which I didn't even mention because I kind of took it for granted that everyone watching probably already knows that trick. But just in case you don't, between rounds when Dog is coaching you, if you rapidly press the select button, you can recharge some of your life. The problem with doing that is you can only do it once per fight. So if you waste it at the wrong time, you won't have it when you need it. As you can see, Mr. Dream is much easier in this game than he was in his NES debut. I can even punch him in the face and get away with it. Most of the time. Ooh, knocked him out. I got the TKO. Nice, TKO victory. Woohoo! Actually, I'm thinking I might have to do a little editing here because it's going to come out in mono, isn't it? Lame. Well, I'll listen to it back and see. Not a big deal. Yeah, I've definitely beaten that a lot faster. Alright, I've cleared the major circuit, and I am 5 minutes away from completing the one chip challenge, so I'm going to keep it rolling just for that 5 minutes, and then we'll call it a night on this. Just for an update, like, I feel warm, but again, that might be because I'm wearing a sweatshirt and it's warm inside. My mouth has a little bit of burning, but it's mostly over with by now. My lips are burning a little tiny bit, and I do feel it somewhat in my stomach, but it's really not a big deal. So the trick with this guy, because he's gonna come and try to get me, so you gotta do that. It's usually fine. I think you can dodge it, and then oh no, you can't. But it actually benefits you. And 1, 2, up, down, up, and then boom, and bang, and you gotta come again. You can interrupt that, but I don't usually get the timing right. Of course, if he's near. I almost never use the rapid punch. I don't really know if there's a reason to use it ever. And on this fight, as long as you can time it right, his grabbing you is really not a big deal. You get more out of it by the damage you do and then being able to counter his uppercut afterward than you would otherwise. So he tries to tell you, oh, don't use your super punch on me, but if you do it correctly, it's fine. There you go. TKO on him. All right, 11:15. We got 3 minutes left before I am invincible. And I feel really good about it, so I'm not worried. Like I said before, I think the first 10 minutes were the worst. And then after that, it just got easier and easier. I think what's going to hurt is going to be later on tonight. I think I'm going to be trying to sleep. And I think around 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to wake up and need to go to the bathroom bad. And it's gonna be unpleasant, but it's probably about it. Mirage Dance is usually interruptible by a body shot. Although the timing is not precise, if you have to kind of throw some punches out there and hope one of them sticks. You can also block those ones. You got to duck his headbutt. Then you're pretty much sitting pretty. It seems like in this Punch-Out game, every character has some kind of gimmick of like a nasty move that they try to do. Yeah. But Heike Kiguro, his Mirage Dance is very easy to interrupt. His headbutt, you just time the duck and then you're good. I always run into trouble here with Hodam Chan. He always gets me with the stick moves. Ooh, new record. New record for me today. That's cool. I'm probably going to do a little editing on this video tomorrow before I upload it, but it's going to be a minor edit. Like, enough that the game is audible, and I might cut out a few minutes of nonsense here and there, but... Oh, wrong way. Actually, I think Mad Clown might be where the game starts getting a little bit more challenging, because he really does throw you off with the timing. When he does the thing with the balls, that really throws me off. That makes me up a little bit. Using turbo. Wow, they did not do much at all. All right, here we go. Ready? Ooh, got it. I mess that up most of the time. Yeah, most of the time I mess that up, but I usually still beat him, so what does that tell you? Whoop. Wasn't paying attention there. Should have been holding up. Got the TKO, and hey, speaking of TKOs, I've also TKO'd the Paqui One Chip Challenge, so it's been an hour. I feel okay. I really don't feel like I need anything right now to quell the blaze. Ooh, new time, new best time. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna get beat up by Super Macho Man anyway. So, yeah. The first 10 minutes were the hardest. After that, it gets really easy. Especially if you're used to spicy food. You know, I've done the whole, like, Blair's Beyond Death and all that nonsense, so I'm pretty used to having the ridiculously spicy food. It didn't really faze me too much. See if I can beat this guy. He's going to go for that. I'm going to go for this. Oh, I underestimated his rhythm. There we go. And, yeah, it's not too bad. I'm probably going to be hurting later on. But it's nothing I haven't been through before. Oh, yeah, I should have just stood there. Ooh. See, I didn't duck enough times. I thought I was going to do 3. He did more. All right, we got a knockdown here. That's only the first one, right? I think so. All right, program A is... Yeah, you want to hold up for program A. So he's already kind of throwing me off my game a little bit. The miniature, hurricane is not too bad. Super spin punch, that's what he calls it. Here comes the big one. Oh, he did 2 spins. He throws you off. All right, that's 2 knockdowns, right? Oh, that's 3. Oh, cool. So I TKO'd Super Macho Man, so I got the 4-4-4, and that opens up the special circuit, but we're not going to go that far tonight. I just wanted to get through it. And, defeat the One Chip Challenge. Not the best performance in Super Punch-Out ever, obviously, but, probably one of the better ones for me. Getting through all 4 without a single loss was pretty darn good, so I'm proud of myself. But again, I hope you enjoyed this. My name is Dan. This is Risky Bitness, and I'm making content all the time. Retro gaming content. It's all focused on Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Sega Master System, PlayStation, PS2, and I do a little bit more modern stuff too. So I will be doing videos about, more modern games, not just the ones that I mentioned before. Now, bearing that in mind, please like, please subscribe, leave a comment, let me know you're out there. And if you came to this because you wanted to see a guy, eat a spicy chip and lose his mind, I'm very sorry I couldn't help you with that. If you need some closure, I have water, and I'm going to take a sip of water now, I guess, I didn't really need to, but it does feel nice to have a sip of water. So thanks for watching this, especially because it's an hour long. And, until next time, game over. Hi, so a quick update for anybody wondering. It is the following morning. It is, it's about 10 a.m. and I feel fine. I have a little bit of gastrointestinal distress, as it were. I woke up around 5:30 this morning, having the burning in the stomach and some distress there. Had to go to the bathroom and everything like that. And it kept me up for a little while, but I got back to sleep. Then I got up at about 8 for work, a little before 8 for work. And, still had some stomach trouble. But, and I still have a little bit, but it's not too bad. I was able to have coffee. Had to use the restroom a couple of times, but for the most part, I would say that experience was, kind of interesting. Like I said, I am accustomed to spicier food, so it wasn't a huge problem for me. I could definitely see how, if you're not accustomed to spicy food and you haven't done this sort of thing before, this is probably going to really mess you up a lot. I guess I'm lucky that I'm kind of used to it. But I don't know if I really want to do spicy challenges again in the future. I think this might be good enough. But But anyway, I hope that if you're new to the channel and, this kind of got you interested, that you'll take a look at my other stuff. And maybe I might do a little bit more fun stuff like this in the future, kind of slightly off topic / on topic, where I'll do like some kind of challenge, but also play a game, something like that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and game over.